sites and so on and so forth. What is your message to people and critics who are just looking at that last performance as who Shakur Stevenson is as a fighter?
That's my message. Fuck them. I don't think they matter. I think that fuck they list. Fuck what they think. I don't care about nothing they got to say about me. I am the best boxer in the world. I am the best boxer on the planet. And ain't nothing that they can say or do could make me feel as though somebody is better than me. I don't even realize, I don't even understand how a guy can win a world title in another weight class, his third division at 26 years old, and you could take him off the pound for pound list for winning. I never heard of that. I just disagree with that. But I mean, they could say what they want to do as they please, but none of they fighters could beat me. So that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You could not get me poppin', you niggas move too sloppy. You try to get me Jackie Chan, but I pop it.
Higher esteemed publications and sites and so on and so forth. What is your message to people and critics who are just looking at that last performance as who Shakur Stevenson is as a fighter?
That's my message. Fuck them. I don't think they matter. I think that fuck they list. Fuck what they think. I don't care about nothing they got to say about me. I am the best boxer in the world. I am the best boxer on the planet. And ain't nothing that they can say or do could make me feel as though somebody is better than me. I don't even realize, I don't even understand how a guy can win a world title in another weight class, his third division at 26 years old, and you could take him off the pound for pound list for winning. I never heard of that. I just disagree with that. But I mean, they could say what they want to do as they please, but none of they fighters could beat me. So that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You could not get me poppin', you niggas move too sloppy. You try to get me Jackie Chan, but I pop it.
Higher esteemed publications and sites and so on and so forth. What is your message to people and critics who are just looking at that last performance as who Shakur Stevenson is as a fighter?
That's my message. Fuck them. I don't think they matter. I think that fuck they list. Fuck what they think. I don't care about nothing they got to say about me. I am the best boxer in the world. I am the best boxer on the planet. And ain't nothing that they can say or do could make me feel as though somebody is better than me. I don't even realize, I don't even understand how a guy can win a world title in another weight class, his third division at 26 years old, and you could take him off the pound for pound list for winning. I never heard of that. I just disagree with that. But I mean, they could say what they want to do as they please, but none of they fighters could beat me. So that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You could not get me poppin', you niggas move too sloppy. You try to get me Jackie Chan, but I pop it.
Higher esteemed publications and sites and so on and so forth. What is your message to people and critics who are just looking at that last performance as who Shakur Stevenson is as a fighter?
That's my message. Fuck them. I don't think they matter. I think that fuck they list. Fuck what they think. I don't care about nothing they got to say about me. I am the best boxer in the world. I am the best boxer on the planet. And ain't nothing that they can say or do could make me feel as though somebody's better than me. I don't even realize, I don't even understand how a guy can win a world title in another weight class, his third division at 26 years old, and you could take him off the pound for pound list for winning. I never heard of that. I just disagree with that. But I mean, they could say what they want to do as they please, but none of they fighters could beat me. So that's how I feel.
Mhm.
You could not get me poppin', you niggas move too sloppy. You try to get me Jackie Chan, but I pop it.
Higher esteemed publications and sites and so on and so forth. What is your message to people and critics who are just looking at that last performance as who Shakur Stevenson is as a fighter?
We cooking with fish grease right now, baby. You heard what Shakur said. He feel like he the best fighter in the planet. In the meantime, between time, hit the like button. Yeah, hit my subscribe. Get me up to 1,000 to 1,000,000 subscribers. Make my channel pop. Hit my Cash App, PARTTWICE. I'm over here looking at Javante Tweedledee. This man said, I promise, after this deal, I'm done with the sport and done with being on the scene. I guess he meant scene. He said scene. I done enough, not for y'all, for myself. Y'all, in capital letters, can have it. I'll play the back and help my young gunners coming behind me, and that's a promise. It's over. Damn, Tank, we need you in boxing. We want you to have a long career. You gotta see you sign that 6-7 fight deal with these niggas you don't like. Pause. No Diddy. Hate that I have to say that, but at the beginning of each video, I do these things because I say things like, yeah, I'm gonna get on your ass, or that nigga gonna get on your ass. That's not gay to me. So please don't search my sentences for homosexual vocabulary words. Again, I hate repeating myself. Pause. No Diddy. Hey man, y'all don't like Devin Haney for Bill because of Bill Haney. That's uncalled for. So part twice, why you don't like Devin Haney? It's a lot of things I don't like about a lot of boxers. It's a lot of things I don't like about Shakur. It's a lot of things I don't like about Tank. It's a lot of things I don't like about Devin. It's probably a whole bunch of shit motherfuckers don't like about me. But I ain't in the limelight, and I ain't in there boxing risking my life. A lot of shit they don't like about Ryan. They don't like the referee for saving Devin. Devin got saved. That man was about to kill Devin in that ring, man. So, I don't like Devin because he proved me wrong. And now you got to prove me wrong again, man. But you need a lesson on how to fight a power puncher. So I'm going to try to give you a little bit, as much as I can. These are things we've been watching since the 80s. I'm pretty sure your father had. But on February 14th,
notice that left jab right in the face. Coming up with a closing portion now of round number 8. Big minutes for most. These goes in. Jake is the same way. They can't wait to get back at each other. And I've got it a very even fight. I've got Ray Robinson out in front, 4 rounds to 3 and 1 even. That's only an indication the judges will do the official scoring. This is round number 9. Ray Robinson trying to keep up what he's been doing in the 7th and 8th round here. In the 9th round, look for the hand speed. And he's really doing a job in the face of Jake LaMotta. That left eye of Jake pumped up. You know that the rib cage on the left side is sore. And notice the way Jake, with every round now, is kind of hanging that left arm down a little bit more. You see how low it is? He usually throws punches from any angle, but it's really noticeably, in my opinion, much lower right now. A lot of that is because he wants to protect the rib with the elbow, and he also just doesn't care if he gets hit in the face with the jab of Ray Robinson. What he has to look out for is the right hand of Ray Robinson, because Ray is using the jab, the time he uses the shoulder, tries to set him up. Once the right hand of Ray Robinson is there for him, he uses the jab to take the vision away. I'm looking for the right hand of Ray Robinson, and I'm looking for it again.
And it was okay for him to do it back then. But what did we have to do? We had to overcome all adversity. It was crookeder back then. Now the hidden crooked, you can't see it. Okay? 1951. I wasn't born. I wasn't even thought about. God damn it, this is a fight. This shit been going on since the beginning of time. But you gotta watch and peep the technique. Now this man went and collaborated with Jake LaMotta's family. And they wrote a story about this. So this ain't nothing I'm making up. This is something that is actual and factual, and I'm just gonna give my opinion on it. Okay, they went into the final training. He weighed 777. That meant, you know, the normal free ride. He had to lose 17 pounds in 6 weeks. So what did they tell him to take? Polinas. It's gonna make you 50 times stronger if you take these injections. Jake heard Polinas and said, stronger than I am now? One time he took so much he overdosed. His face turned blue, his feet were like ice. But he wouldn't terminate the injections. And of course, what he was putting in his body was a precursor of today's steroids. So, difficulty making weight. That 1 pound is very hard to lose, let alone 3 pounds. So, we're going to get that into note, right? That's been going on for a long time. I say these are hormones. These are new hormones. No one was sure exactly what this shit was. Jake wouldn't listen. He went and told him, I learned about the hormones going up with the excess water. That's what they do. They blow you up. So what you gonna do to lose the weight? He told his bitch, what do you know about boxing? I'm the champ. Mind your business. I'll take care of fighting. That's what a lot of fighters say a lot of days. A lot of boxing fans. What you know? You don't know nothing about boxing. They say a month before the fight, he got down to 168, 8 pounds over the middleweight limit. Then went on a 4-day fast, but couldn't get below 164. For the next 4 weeks, he limited himself to 1,500 calories a day, trained on Benzedrine to make up for the strength he lost from not eating. He all but killed himself to make the weight. Sometimes he'd buy a huge steak, boil it for hours, and drink the water like beef soup. Known in the nutrition days. I mean, little was known in the nutrition in those days. But even then, it was obvious cooking the beef took the nourishment out of it. He said, I'm the tramp. What do you know about nutrition? Keep your mouth shut. With the jab, establish your jab, your distance. Now, Sugar Ray was a hellified talent, even though he left himself open at times, but his speed made up for it. So many combinations, so many setups, so many tricks. Fighting a hellified puncher that was on what? Whatever how you pronounce that shit? Polinas. Make you strong as a bull, raging bull. You can't drop this man. You can't hurt this man. But what did Sugar Ray do? Box beautifully. In these days, there were 15 rounds. So we're going to start at 10. You see the hooks, the vicious way he swings and wings them. Watch the body work and how he turns his elbow to get the right angle with the 2 knuckles. Vicious uppercuts and vicious body work were on the regular in those days. You had to have a chin along with the ruler, because even if you had a ruler, it's only so far that you can go if you're dealing with the elite boxer, because they can cut the ring off, right? Well, this is what Jake LaMotta was doing to him. Even though he was taking punishment, just like Shakur said, you're just going to be walking through catching combinations. That's what you have to do. You cannot engage with the power puncher. And if you do, you have to be like Sugar. Wrap up. Throw your combinations, tie him up, smother him. You see the shoulder work, the jab. He knows what's coming. Look at his opponent. He's coming in with his head towards him. This is beautiful for a boxer. Any boxer with any kind of footwork. You see how the elbow is in the air, catching the body over top of his elbow. These are beautiful techniques. Look at the defense between Jake LaMotta. But nothing else after that. No return fight. Raging in, coming in, lunging, catching him with the uppercut. These are punches that will put fighters out on their feet, but he still comes. Just like a pit bull cruise. Head first, coming in, Mexican style. Come forward, no back foot. Body work. You see who's watching. Somebody's watching. Somebody should watch and take after the greats. Because these guys are being lost in the file until guys like me bring them back out. Now, I would never have Sugar Ray on my top 10 pound for pound list, and you know why. He's a well-known duck, and he likes to fight the European and the German fighters back then. But I'm not mad at him because that's where the money was. What the fuck I look like fighting some killers over there in the murderous road? That would be crazy. And my manager knows that. Trying to get me a fight with Charlie Burley. I told him I'm too pretty to fight Charlie. But we got guys out here that's ready to take it all and risk it all, man. That's what I love about this fight right here. This man fought him 5 times before this, so he knows this man has power. But what does he do? Establish the jab. Everything comes off that jab. He's turning every time, every punch, making him reset. He's a power puncher. He's looking to load up. You gotta clinch after you throw your combinations. You can jab and make that footwork look pretty, but you know it's coming. What better way to use your defense as your offense? Look how he uses the shoulder. Dips down and comes right up with a body blow uppercut. You seen him told him, keep it up. There was nothing low about that punch. The commentary back in those days would not even report all of those combinations right there. It was dead quiet until you heard Jake LaMotta land the punch. Then they'll say, oh, what a punch by Jake. But these 5-6 punch combinations were never talked about. Now, Sugar Ray has something he does with his jab. He likes to double it up, then he likes to triple it up. And if he catches you with all 5 jabs, it's beautiful. Double, triple, and then smothers you. You gotta watch his work. You gotta watch other fights. He doubles and triples his jab until you do something. If he catch you with 5 jabs in a row, that lets you know it's gonna be a long night. Look at the doubles and the triples. Great hooks, great check hook. Ripping the uppercuts. Look at the triple hooks. There you go. I had to rewind. And catch him on. Oh man, it's so beautiful. But this is a power punch. So what does he do? Cleans him. I want you to watch the referee in the next round though, because it's real key. They should have been stopped this fight, just like goddamn Devin Haney father should have stopped the fight. But if they would have stopped that fight, everybody would have been on his ass like, oh hell no, you quit. So you couldn't stop the fight. You had to go out on your shield like Deontay Wilder. These type of fights will get stopped earlier than what they are. What is this? The 12th round, 13th round? They go 15 back then. And that's what a lot of boxers train today when they spar. They train for 15. They only have to fight 12. And here we got Frank Martin that's only fought 2 12-round bouts. About to face a killer, a power puncher. And he does the same thing. He comes forward. He doesn't come forward like Jake LaMotta, but he comes forward. He's not on his back foot as prevalent as you think he is. Not such slick style like you think he is. It was picked for a reason. These fights right here will always be wars. Classic boxer, classic puncher, brawler. The jab is the key. And you see the body work. Right from the body to lifting his fucking head up. The way you put your punches together, Sugar, was beautiful. We just wanted to see you do it against the murderous Roe, G. That's all. We wanted to see you fight the Coco Kid. We wanted to see you fight Esther Charles. We wanted to see you fight Charlie Brothers. We wanted to see all them fights, G. And you went to beat up on all the Germans. I understand. There was a war going on. He was fighting Hitler. And they needed somebody to go over there and take care of them fellas. So why not a guy that can dance with a nice perm and you know, can be real charismatic, you know, with the others. Fuck the brothers. Yeah, but this was a great classic fight. They call it the Valentine's Day Massacre. Now you're gonna watch the referee once he looks over in that corner, man. It's just too much punishment. They letting him know, hey, if he get caught again, stop this fight. And this is what you got to do, man. And that's what Shakur said he was gonna do. He's gonna go all 12 rounds, beating you, and no one with the high guard can do anything against you. Great tricks of the trade. Look at the ref. He looking. They say, goddamn it, if it happens again, goddamn it, help us. Help. And y'all mad at the goddamn referee for helping goddamn Devin Haney. I couldn't believe it. Y'all wanted the man to die in the ring. Yeah, these things happen. He's still looking over there. They still looking at the ref. The ref not looking at the fighters. He looking at the corner. Watch him again. Well, not this time, but watch him. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it when he do it. Look at that vicious body work. I'm gonna rewind that. Get over there. Ah. Come on now. Yeah, it's the next round. I'm sorry, fellas. But yeah, man, vicious beatings like this, man, you never the same. You know, if you're a referee and you in the ring watching and witnessing this shit, man, you gonna help your guy. And if that's his guy, that's what I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping he didn't get paid. Yeah, I hope you don't get paid off the dude. I hope you really did help that brother trying to save his life. And these people died. Look at these small gloves these guys are using. These gloves are baby gloves. These gloves you go outside when it's cold. And you still got to do work. No, this bullshit. But these are smaller gloves. What are these? 4 ounce, 5 ounce? I don't know. Knuckle glove. Feel your knuckles when you look at that. Look how he turned his elbow. You see the elbow high in the air. Get the angle, the right angle for the body shot. You know, these are techniques you don't really see. I'm gonna rewind this one technique where he grabs his head and maneuver him for a great body shot in the clinch. Every time he goes and clinches, he throws a unique trick for the eye to see, but you don't catch it. Look at these vicious body shots. All right, watch how he hide his head after he throws the combo. Get him, clinch him. See what I'm saying? Arms low. Great jab, man. The jab gonna establish everything once you got your ruler right. Vicious beat down. See how he hides his head? Now you see him looking at the corner. They're like, hey man, if it's some more, you know what to do. Look at this vicious. Oh man, the body work, the uppercuts, vicious uppercuts. Hey man, somebody's watching. Somebody's watching you. They didn't like that. Oh no, they ain't like that. Not back then. Hey man. Sugar Ray had the inside.
Despite the terrible beating, Jake LaMotta proudly and defiantly told Robinson, "Ray, you never knocked me down." Robinson had taken 5 of their 6 battles, but never sent LaMotta to the canvas. Their long ring romance was now over. Sugar Ray Robinson went on to win the middleweight title 4 more times, with a series of great wars against Randy Turbin, Bobo Olsen, in 1954. The Raging Bull was perhaps the toughest fighter of all time. With boxing's hardest chin, LaMotta never knocked down in 106 fights. I'm Ray Leonard, and I'll see you again in Sugar Ray's Hit Parade.
That's how you beat a power puncher, though. You motherfucking jab his ass and get your ruler right. And when you throw your combos, you clinch. And you gotta have a chin, of course, because you're gonna get hit. But you gotta keep the ruler right. Because the wrong range will get you clipped and knocked out. Don't neglect the body. Create angles where you can sneak the body shots in. Unless you're vicious and a pain freak like Tank, you don't care about getting hit. Fuck that. But I'm going back to this tweet. Because, you know, Tweedledee is motherfucking tweeting at an all-time high. They say, I promise after this deal, I'm done with the sport. I'm done with being on the scene. I'm done enough. Not for y'all, but for myself. Y'all can have it. I'll play the back and help my young gunners coming behind me. And that's a promise. It's over. That's what Tank said. He said, I promise after this deal, I'm done with the sport. And I'm done with being seen. I've done enough. Not for y'all, for myself. Y'all, in capital letters, can have it. I'll play the back and help my young gunners coming behind me. And that's a promise. It's over. So emotional. I don't like this in our boxers right now. I like niggas that talk shit, say, hey man, you want to fight? What's up? All that getting mad because I asked you to fight me is very troubling. Don't get mad they locked you in that 6-7 fight deal, brother. Don't get mad. Let's see what the comments say. Because, you know, the comments are very entertaining nowadays. You say, after this deal, as in the 6-7 fight deal he mentioned earlier, after this deal. Yeah, of course, you got 6-7. You contractually obligated, brother. You contractually obligated to fight 6-7 fights, and you beefing with who? You beefing with who? Better not be Floyd. Cause you seen the motherfucking calendar that I put together if he beefing with Floyd. Shit. He already put Stevenson's name first. What the other comments say? Yeah, so after he fight all these killers, man, he through. You gonna have to be through. That's gonna be a hella fire schedule if you beefing. Now, I played the video. I gotta play that shit again with Gilly. Gilly said it. Hold on, where that shit at? It ain't me. Fuck, it's Gilly. Blame Gilly. Blame Gilly, man.
Fight anybody.
Let me run that bitch back. You heard what
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fight. You know, Philly will go down to Baltimore, try to get some work. Baltimore come up to Philly. Philly will go to New York a lot too and try to get some work because it's right in the middle of, you know what I'm saying, of both of y'all. Now, another thing, Tank, Sense of Youngin, fight anybody. Sense of Amateur, fight anybody. Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank will fight anybody. Why is that? We want to see Tank and Lomachenko. Okay. Me personally, I'm on record, you could Google it, I always said Tank is going to knock Lomachenko the fuck out. Okay. Because Lomachenko defense is on the inside. And there's no way you going to stand on the inside with a nigga that punched this hard and you going to be doing all this shit. No, he's going to put you the fuck out. Mm-hmm. That's why when he fought Teofimo Lopez, who did I bet the money on? Teofimo Lopez. Because I said, this nigga's defense is on the inside. How is he gonna fight this strong punching motherfucker on the inside? Won me easy 5,500. So for me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen, and these niggas, man.
To be honest, I ain't never said. I don't even. Once they call me and be like, you might be fight, or after the fight, like after I won, they call me and let me know like you might be going back this time. All right, boom. So they called me around that time and like with a name. Yeah. But this time it's already situated.
Yeah, Rolly. Yeah, you gonna ice him though. You putting that nigga out. I already know it. I already know it. But I'm gonna keep it all the way real. That fight's gonna do really fucking good. Yeah. It's gonna that fight's gonna do really good on pay-per-view, because one thing about Rolly, he gonna talk some motherfuckers into watching that shit.
Hopefully.
No, he is. Trust me. And he knocked shit out too, so people gonna believe in that. Yeah. They gonna be like, he's going. Wait, hold on. All the motherfuckers that don't know about it gonna be talking, wait, he push shit out too. He bigger than Tank. You ain't see that shit. You see the last nigga he knocked out. I don't know. Another wrong turn. Fucking with your boy. You know, Philly would go down to Baltimore, try to get some work. Baltimore come up to Philly. Philly would go to New York a lot too and try to get some work, because it's right in the middle of, you know what I'm saying, of both of y'all. Now, we know Tank can fight anybody. Mm-hmm. Why is that? We want to see Tank and Lomachenko. Okay. Me personally, I'm on record, you could Google it, I always said Tank is going to knock Lomachenko the fuck out. Okay. Because Lomachenko defense is on the inside. And there's no way you going to stand on the inside with a nigga that punched this hard and you going to be doing all this shit. No, he's going to put you the fuck out. Mm-hmm. That's why when he fought Teofimo Lopez, who did I bet the money on? Teofimo Lopez. Because I said, this nigga's defense is on the inside. How is he gonna fight this strong punching motherfucker on the inside? Won me easy 5,500. So for me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen, and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen.
Wallow and Gilly, man, they be asking the questions that you supposed to ask on the shows when you get the boxers on there, you know. And they asked this brother, did you ever go in there and ask them for these guys? And he said no, to tell the truth. And you know, only certain people can get these guys to talk about these things. Shout out to Shaq. Shaq said the same thing, but you know, these are the guys we want to see, and that's just gonna be it. And the fact that Floyd came out with a poster with Stevenson's name first on it, that was big in itself, saying this should be the fight. And now we got Tank tweeting saying that after this 6-7 fight deal is over with for him. And I wouldn't be mad, because that's a lot of fights. 6-7 fights, that's a lot of fights. And I did a show last night saying like, you know, can he go undefeated in these 6-7 fights beefing with Floyd? That's going to be harder than going through a 6-7 fight not beefing with Floyd. If you think Floyd runs the sport of boxing and makes shit happen and can rub elbows with people that can make shit happen and open doors for other fighters that have been really getting the blackball, to get a shot at Tank because, you know, it was always said and joked like, hey, Tank send the contract. You can't send no contract to Tank. But Tank really does not send any contracts. Like he said to Gilly and Wallow. After a fight, they call him. Hey, this what you got next, and this what it's gonna be. And you know, that's what it is. But until we see Tank actually branch off from the PBC, which would not happen, we're gonna always see what they want us to see. Now this is another video.
Poppin'. Get me up to 1,000 to 1,000,000 subscribers. Hit my cash app. PARTTWICE with the all time and the right now time list. Show.
This is my video of my top 10 all time. And you got some boogeyman inside this. Now, Mike Tyson, of course, is similar to Tank. Except Tank is more advanced than Mike Tyson because he has a backflip. And you know, I got Lennox Lewis number 10 on the strength that he is a heavyweight, but he has skill set and he has a jab. Yeah, he tried to give game to Deontay Wilder, but Deontay has his own game plan. But we got to put him in there. Nah, I'm talking strap season, real or fake. These guys that I'm on my list are all about the straps. So there's nothing fake about this. And Lennox Lewis is a champion for life. And just like Emmanuel Gus, the Drunken Monkey, will always be underrated but top rated in my book. Because it's all about the eye test with me. And if you have the eye test and you accomplish greatness with the eye test and fight all the killers, you will always be a Hall of Fame legend in my eyes. And my eyes are the eyes that count in my book, right? And your eyes are your eyes. So when we say strap season, man, we gotta hold on to that and go out there and get them straps like Earl said. Even though he was not successful, he still tried. And that's what we want out here. We want people to try at least. And if you fail, you can still come back and try again. Just like Ryan. I remember y'all used to call Ryan, Lion Ryan, Crying Ryan. Y'all used to call that man Crying Ryan, Lion Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what he do. He tricked everybody. And I tell you, people that are easily tricked, they scare me. If you're an easily tricked individual, it's easy to, I mean, I can see it be a woman. Women are emotional. So you have men that are emotional now, and they're easily tricked. And you have to watch these guys, because they will flip the script on your ass. But as far as like being up in weight and fighting people that are bigger than you, we've been doing that since the beginning, and there should be no excuse. We got our brothers fighting drug cheats, and then we got our own taking drugs. So it's like you don't know who you fighting nowadays. So you gotta be prepared to go in there against any type of man. You know, Eric Morales, he failed drug tests. You gotta watch him. Lamont Peterson failed. Andre Berto failed. Julio Cesar Chavez failed a drug test. James Toney, I love James Toney, man, but you failed. You know, Tony Otava failed. Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, you know he failed plenty drug tests. You know, Shannon Briggs, Fernando Vargas, fucking Roy Jones. Of course, Canelo Alvarez failed drug test. So it's no excuse. When you get in the ring with a man that has the same gloves on as you. You have to be prepared for anything. There's nothing that you can get in the ring and not say that you weren't prepared for when you signed the contract. Especially when you bet a man about a weight. Now, if you bet me, you got to be cool with winning and losing. And if you win the bet, what is the complaint? You can't call me a cheater. You cheated yourself. Keep your eyes on the prize. And I told y'all the way to beat the power puncher. There's no other way. You can't beat a power puncher and you're not a power puncher with power puncher. When did they start doing that? I tell you what. Let me see something. Where's my video? Is this it? Let's go ahead and go through the motherfucker.
Notice that left jab right in the face. Coming up to the closing portion now of round number 8. Backhanded from Oakland.
Let's watch this again.
Scenes goes in. Jake is the same way. They can't wait to get back at each other. And I've got it a very even fight. I've got Ray Robinson out in front, 4 rounds to 3 and 1 even. That's only an indication the judges will do the official scoring. This is round number 9. Ray Robinson trying to keep up what he's been doing in the 7th and 8th round here. And the 9th round, look for the hand speed. And he's really doing a job in the face of Jake LaMotta. That left eye of Jake puffed up. You know that the rib cage on the left side is sore. And notice the way Jake, with every round now, is kind of hanging that left arm down a little bit more. You see how low it is? He usually throws punches from any angle, but it's really noticeably, in my opinion, much lower right now. A lot of that is because he wants to protect the rib with the elbow, and he also just doesn't care if he gets hit in the face with a jab of Ray Robinson. What he has to look out for is the right hand of Ray Robinson, because Ray is using the jab the time he uses the shoulder to try to set him up. Watch the right hand of Ray Robinson. It's there for him. He uses the jab to take the vision away. I'm looking for the right hand of Ray Robinson, and I'm looking for it again.
Yeah, you know. They say he was approached by a doctor who told I got an injection from Italy made of polinas of a bull nuts. You remember they talking about them cow nuts? They been taking that shit. Remember that shit with Tyson Fury? Yeah, make you 50 times stronger. He said, stronger than I am already? I'm already a bull. Yeah. They say throughout this year, Jake always had difficulty making weight. Once he started taking the injections, the problem grew worse. Yeah, at one point, they say he read in the newspaper there was substance in synthetic hormones that might cause cancer. I was worried and went to another doctor. The doctor told me the hormones were new. It was sure exactly what it did. One thing is certain, they cause a person to gain weight and become bloated with water. Jake wouldn't listen. I went home, told him what I learned, and he said, what do you know about boxing? I'm the champ. Mind your business. I take care of the fighting. Month before Robinson fight, Jake managed to get down to 168, 8 pounds over the middleweight limit. Then he went a 4-day fast, couldn't get below 164. For the next 4 weeks, he limited himself to 1,500 calories a day for 4 weeks. For 4 weeks, right? He trained on Benzedrine to make up for the strength that he lost from not eating. He all but killed himself to make the weight. Sometimes he buy a huge steak, boil it for hours, drink the beef soup. Little known about nutrition in those days, but even then it was obvious cooking the beef is the way to take the nourishment out of it. I'm the champ. You don't know about nutrition, shut your mouth. The evening before the fight, Jake weighed 164.5 pounds. He spent the night in the steam room. He still was trying to lose the weight, but he couldn't. So if you still, the night before the fight, 164. Night before the fight, you 164 and a half pounds, and you all in the steam room. How the fuck you get down to 151, 154? How you get into 150s anything? How you get to 159? Someone call 911. Huh? Somebody tell me boxing is crooked, but you got to go in there and do what you got to do. An elite boxer don't give a fuck about what you taking. Huh? Oh, ain't no excuses. You see Sugar Ray in there boxing beautifully. Keeping that ruler, keeping that jab, clinching when it's time. Ain't no way if you an elite boxer, you can't see this man coming with these power shots loading up. Of course, it's hard to dodge the body work, but you got to be a dog. You got to have a chin. You can't be in there all fragile. It's tough guys that's really out there. And the glitz and glamour go away once you get hit. So did Devin prove that he couldn't take a vicious blow? No, he kept getting up. But you still rocky and shaky. And you see the blows that Jake LaMotta land on Sugar Ray. Same blows that'll knock any man out. But he has a chin. Tank has a chin. I don't really know if Shakur has a chin. But Tank and Shakur will be this type of fight. Keep the distance, jab. Keep your distance, jab. You understand me? And when you throw your combos, wrap up. Or keep your distance, jab. Work the wheel. Don't never stand in there and let him set up a shot. Make him always throw his shots off balance. Never stand still. Keep your cardio up. Work the body, work the wheel. The wheel is just like life. It goes in a circle. What goes around comes around. You have to keep turning your wheel. It's okay to be called a runner, because that's what they called us back in the days. You see, if you're an elite boxer, you can do that if a person is running, right? So why can't Tank do that? Why can't Tank do that to Shakur? They all say Shakur gonna run. Who runs better than Sugar Ray Robinson? But that's what they're afraid of. That's what they're afraid of. They don't want a motherfucker to take your best shot and then come out of that shit still standing, still throwing, still tagging him, still hitting, still turning his punches over, still being creative, still having the eye-hand coordination, still having his IQ, still having his senses, still throwing the double and the triple jab, hitting you 5 jabs in a row, still coming in and beating your ass despite your power. That's what people do not want to see if they're into the what you call it, the fanatics, more than a fan. They don't want to see the boxer beat the puncher. But we want to see the boxer face the puncher because it's great. Like fights like this. This is a Tank Sugar Ray fight. This is what Shakur said he would do to Tank all 12 rounds. This is why I put this fight on. This is the Tank Shakur fight that y'all want to see. Jake LaMotta is Tank and Sugar Ray Robinson is Shakur. The boxer against the brawler. Of course, Tank has more footwork, but we all heard Tank say, "I gotta take a punch." That's what Jake LaMotta says. Those are the things that he says. Yeah, I gotta take a punch to feel they punch to see what they working with. You understand? The only difference is Tank will have the high guard, and that will block his vision even more for Sugar Ray Robinson or Shakur. And you heard what Shakur said about anybody that has the high guard. Anybody that fights him with the high guard will be picked apart. And of course, someone without a high guard will be picked apart. These are the tricks of the trade. They'll never be changed. These guys fought 15 rounders. These guys still have the same techniques that you practice in the gym. There's nothing different except the heart. And a few tricks that are used here are very rarely used in boxing now because no one wants to take those chances that Sugar Ray and Jake LaMotta took in the ring to give everybody a fight that will be remembered 40, 50 years from now. Nobody will rewind that Rolly fight with Tank 50 years from now. They might watch the round that he got knocked out, but that wasn't no beautiful, masterful performance. All you did was chase Tank around the ring until he timed your punch and knocked you out. You got up on shaky legs. I'm mad at the referee for not letting the fight continue. Now that's the fight you should have continued. Prove to me that you can come back and you have a chin. They say the fighters' decade is here. You know, look at the great reach around to the body and rip it upstairs. Like, these are techniques that Tank does. It's just the form and technique of a different size fighter. The great technique of Sugar Ray Robinson was never used against the murderous Roe, though. And he has been well known and documented of not wanting to fight them brothers. We're going to fight all the white boys and the Germans because that's where the money is. It's always been about the money. But that wouldn't say that he wouldn't do good against them guys. You know, he sparred them at least. And, you know, the stories about the sparring against those guys and him went the other way than what you see right now. But why do you think he's so good against them? Because the best fight the best. Even though Sugar Ray didn't fight him under the lights, he still fought him. And sparring back then was different. You can get hurt and knocked out and the gloves were smaller. You know, and you see how he does his tricks, pull the head down. The way he hides his face and from getting hit, he knows how to breathe and catch you with trick shots. These are tricks of the trade that you don't rarely see in boxing. So to say that 6, 7 fights, Tank goes undefeated, I can't say that. I won't say that because the beef is real. And y'all should want the beef to be real with Tank and Floyd so we can see the best of Tank. Now we don't have to worry about seeing some hellified fights. They coming. You see what Turkey Al-Sheikh doing? He putting the pressure on the PBC. They coming with 5 versus 5 tournaments everywhere. What the PBC gonna keep on doing? Sticking to the old school game and making you Negroes pay for one fight at a time, one pay-per-view at a time for Tank. You know, these boys getting y'all 5 fights at a time for the money. How can you beat it? 5 superstars, 5 great fights. Network against network. Well, PBC gonna go against Top Rank or Matchroom? Which y'all would rather see the PBC go against? I want to see them go against Top Rank right now. Bob Arum against Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather. Fuck Eddie, man. You know. Now, I ain't fuck Eddie, but I want to see the Top Rank versus PBC. Shit. Put Shakur over there right now. But it depends on where Shakur go. Shakur might want to be a free agent. But I know he on that 6, 7 fight deal. That's what Tank said. But where he at? What number he at? And if you gonna go undefeated before you get to Shakur? What they talking about with Floyd, man? Floyd ain't tweet nothing yet. Let me see. I ain't trying to hear that shit talking about he threw after the 6, 7 fight deal. That shit easy to say now. I remember Shakur saying he was gonna retire. You knew that was cap. Let's see what Floyd Mayweather talking about, man. Ain't nobody talking about shit. Man, Floyd ain't talking about shit. Let me see what motherfucking your boy talking about. I'm coming to get you. What we talking about? He coming to get you. What we talking about? He coming to get y'all. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Hey, who we coming to get? All that talking in subliminal, you were just talking to Shakur.
Despite the trouble,
You nigga say Floyd Mayweather is coming after you. Oh shit, that's crazy. I'm gonna like that one because that's true. They asking who, just like I'm asking. No Diddy, that's what they said. I ain't say that shit. You better be worried about Frank. You talking about who you coming to get. Tell him, Sugar.
Jake LaMotta fought just 10 more times before retiring for good in 1954. The Raging Bull was perhaps the toughest fighter of all time. With boxing's hardest chin, LaMotta never knocked down in 106 fights. I'm Ray Leonard, and I'll see you again in Sugar Ray's Hit Parade.
Well, they say Frank got zero chance. They say Frank Martin got zero chance, y'all. Nah. They say Frank got zero chance, bro. What the fuck? They say just like Ryan had zero chance, bro. You thought Devin Haney was a good fighter. Devin Haney is another Devin Alexander. Damn. You knew this shit was gonna come back to Ryan, bro. You knew it was gonna come back to Ryan. Now that Ryan done upset Devin Haney, people looking for an upset with Frank, but that ain't gonna happen. They picked Frank for a reason, G. That's crazy. They picked that man for a reason, G. And I told y'all what the reason was. That man ain't gonna last past 7, 8 rounds, bro. I say after 8, 9, 10, Frank gonna run out of gas around about 10 or 11. Watch what I tell you. Frank gonna run out of gas around 10, 11. Motherfucking 11 rounds from that beating, Tank gonna be putting to that body and jabbing and sticking to that body and that countering to that body, man. I'm telling you, boy. The cardio Frank gonna have to exude from dodging Tank's power shots. It's gonna take a lot out of it. Not just that, the way that he blocks the punches from Tank is gonna be big. Like if you gonna be blocking this nigga punches, and even if you successful blocking Tank punches, that's just like blocking the punch from Canelo when he be hitting you on the shoulders. That shit gonna bring your guard down later on in the fight. And depending on your cardio and your pain resistance, man, I don't know how long it's gonna take for Frank Martin guard to get dropped low. I think Frank Martin guard gonna get dropped low around by 7 or 8. Probably a little quicker than that if he really, you know what I'm saying, blocking all the Tank shots successfully. That shit might drop low probably around about 5, 4, 5. Tank start really catching that man, dog. I think Frank Martin gonna catch him too, but I think Tank gonna start catching that brother real soon, earlier than what people expect. Because if he come in there with a level head and fight like he do all his fighting, don't do like Teofimo and Devin Haney did, go in there trying to knock the man out, he gonna go in there and fight him like he fought Shakur in that sparring match. Watch. Defensive. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Ryan came out on Tank, all hard and aggressive. That's what you want. That's what Tank want. Tank wants you to come aggressive so he can knock you out. He gonna counter you. He'll counter punch, and that's all I be trying to say. Y'all be letting Tank size fool y'all. Y'all be thinking because he's small. You heard what Rolly say about all short guys. He said it about Pitbull. He's a midget. You know what I'm saying? Like in your mind, you see Tank, he's so little, and you feel like you can do what you want to do with him, right? And it be the other way around because he's so strong and short center to gravity. So when he counter you, it's over with. So when you got these guys having all this success against Tank, you got to understand that shit is by design. And he already admitted in the video I played the other day, yo, I like to get hit. I wanted to spar Earl. And nigga was like, you crazy. Nigga just want to feel somebody's power. You want to judge and gauge a nigga power, but you can't do that to everybody. And like I said, somebody's watching. Everybody watching fight film. You know what I'm saying? Like how to beat a power puncher, man. You got to establish the distance first. You got to establish the distance. You got to have a ruler. You got to have a great ruler. And after that, man, you know it's the footwork and hand-eye coordination with the jab. You know, we putting punches together, and when we do that, we wrapping up. We hitting that body, we doing little tricks on the inside. If you ain't got no tricks to work on the inside with, that's another something you need to put in your repertoire. You know, we always resetting. We always making you reset, and we not just gonna stand there. Even when we jab, we gonna always stand there and let you do what you want to do on your line. But I'm gonna create a line every time I throw a punch, or even if I'm not throwing a punch. I'm moving in a circle like the world rotates on the axle. I'm never stopping. Cardio. I have to have the best cardio. I can't have stagnated cardio when it comes to the later rounds, and that's what Floyd be training Tank for, you know, not to be a front runner. And that's what they tell you. That's how they fight. They let you get all your little goodie off. You went around here and there, but nigga, I'm really waiting to get you in deep water. And that's what Lomachenko said his mistake was with Teofimo. He said he was trying to get him in deep waters, but that didn't work against Teo. Because Teo was catching him. And your defense wasn't efficient enough. Because Teo is a good boxer. I don't consider Teo elite. A lot of people get on me about that. But you're not elite when you question yourself. You're not elite when you let B-level boxers expose you. Nah. Is Devin elite? He had to have a rebound fight, right? Teofimo had his rebound fight, and he still showed that, you know, he wasn't elite. So we gave him the benefit of the doubt after the first. Kambosos lost. And he showed me he wasn't elite. When he said, do I still got it? Now, if you elite, you don't use the excuse, oh, he's a runner, he's a track star. Because you can cut the ring off, right? You see the beautiful footwork. Sugar Ray Robinson, God bless the dead, possesses. You see the ruler, the jab, and you see Jake LaMotta trying to gauge, being punished, heart, resilience, knowing how to cut the ring off, though. Paying for it. Referees cheating, helping their guy. And you're mad at the referee cheating and helping Devin. Somebody's watching. Okay, so once you establish that you can cut the ring off, Tank, against Shakur, what you gonna do? Because Ray Robinson is fighting a drug cheat right now. And he's taking no chances with him. He's trying to get him out of there, but he can't. You know how many KOs Ray Robinson has? He killed a man in the ring. Now, I want to let y'all know he has fought a lot of black boxers. But you know, we talking about the murderer's row. Cream of the crop. Not no Frank Martin nigga. We talking about Shakur niggas. Like these type of things that you see this man doing in the ring, we want to see him do it against Charlie, Ezra, and the Coco Kid. God bless the dead. So all them brothers, but they never got that on film because that was all behind closed doors and sparring. And they didn't record them sparring sessions back then like that. You know? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Frank Martin is, you know, who we say he is, or will he prove himself and have a repeat performance like he did in the sparring match. I would love to see a fight like this. I only think this type of fight comes with Shakur and Tank. Y'all scared to see the Shakur versus Tank fight. And I say Shakur versus Tank because that's what Floyd said. Floyd said Stevenson versus Tank. Don't let that shit prophesize. Because the 6 and 7 fights are that's a very strenuous task to be undefeated with. So you're not trying to break Floyd Mayweather's record. But if you add all those fighters in that picture to it, you wouldn't have to break Floyd Mayweather's record. Because he started his career off fighting the killers and ended his career fighting for the money. You started your career fighting for the money, but you can end your career fighting killers. Tank could be the best fighter of all times if he goes by this path and defeats everything coming at him in this 6-7 fight deal and retire. Tank can become the greatest fighter of all time if the beef is real, though. Tank cannot become the best fighter of all time if this beef is not real between him and Floyd. Why? Because they're going to continue to do like he said with Wallow and just take the fights that they bring at you because they want to keep you winning, fighting people like Hector Garcia and Ryan Garcia and bringing them down in weight. And just like Tank said, Ryan only has a left hook. Great entertainer. Tricking all of you guys, calling him elite now. We got to give him credit now. We'll go against Teofimo and get destroyed. Even though Teofimo loses and questions himself, he steps up when the competition level is up. Like the Jacksonville Jaguars back in the day when they had Fred Taylor. They played good when they played good teams. You know what I'm saying? Like he play up to the level of competition type of guy. That's who Teofimo is. You can never be elite like that. But his boxing skills are great enough and his power is more prevalent than Devin's. So after that first left hook, and we all seen Teo can take a punch. He took hella 5 punches in plenty fights, but that's another element that Teo possesses that Devin doesn't. That's why the Devin and Teo fight is key. Devin does not need to let Teo get away and fight Ryan Garcia and beat Ryan Garcia because Devin Haney can beat Teofimo Lopez. See, Devin Haney did just what Mike Tyson said. He took a loss, but a loss is a lesson. And I don't see Devin Haney going in there trying to be aggressive again, trying to go in and fight and fire with fire. I don't see Devin Haney going back in there and trying to trade with the power puncher. I see Devin Haney reverting back to when he fought Linares and Cambosis. I see Devin Haney stand on his pivot and keeping his chin tucked and his right hand over his chin more. He always keeps that right hand low, but he always boxed first. I don't see nothing wrong with Bill not stopping the fight. I wouldn't be mad if he did though, but a lot of fight fans and the people would be real critical if he did of all the shit that he was talking. So you have to be careful of what you say. You have to back up what you say. Larry Bird was one of the best shit talkers in the NBA. He said, hey, watch what this white boy do to you. I'm finna pump fake the ball, jab step, dribble 2 times, step back, and hit this 3 in the corner on you. And a nigga all while coming up the court, and then they pass him the ball, Larry Bird do the same thing he just said and hit the 3-point shot. And people used to get, you know what I'm saying, embarrassed when he did that. But, you know, social media wasn't big back then, so you didn't really hear about it, just the stories behind closed doors of the players.
75 wins and 109 knockouts. Jake LaMotta fought just 10 more times before retiring.
But these are the things that I'm talking about that other people don't really like to talk about because it's their favorite fighter. And I understand. Trust me, I do. You know. But that's just the way the ball bounced, G. You can't get mad. Get glad. We got killers out here that don't care about what you think and gonna go out there and fight the best. You gotta add Ryan to that. His resume is the best out of the 3, out of the 4 kings. It used to be Lomachenko first that everybody could claim was the top head that they had on their trophy list. And Teofimo was the one that took that crown for a while. That is until Devin beat him. It wasn't no big deal for Tank beating on Ryan because we knew that was going to happen. Everybody predicted the round. No higher. Nobody had it going late. I even said 6 or 7. I said I wanted the Ryan to come out there and do the shit that he does on YouTube to Tank, and he tried. He even did the Victorville Shell a couple of times, and it worked. But when he tried to trade with Tank, that's what happened. He got dropped and put to his knee. But he said he had an injury, so I believe him because y'all believe everything else except it was against your fighter. And even if he did have an injury, Tank was strong enough to re-aggravate that injury. He has power, wonder-working power. In the blue of his hands. But if you can't hit a man, and you can float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, and you have stopping power, like Shakur Stevenson had, because I've seen Shakur stop plenty of guys and give out back-to-back spectacular performances. And as soon as he has a bad performance, the black fight fans turn against him and echo the sounds of the other fight fans that really don't want to see him succeed anyway. They said we were runners. They said Sugar Ray Robinson was a runner. Pernell Whitaker was a runner. Floyd Mayweather was a runner. Shakur Stevenson was a runner. Look at the names that they said were runners. I salute Karen of what he did to Jerron Ennis because you did not become a highlight reel and they don't talk about you and they say that you exposed Jerron Ennis. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but I guarantee you that he worked on that and is working on that in his camp. And therefore, this is why I put him as a complete boogeyman on my list and will always be there. This is my final prediction for the show. Terrence Crawford should not fight Boots. And if he does, he will lose. Nobody wants to fight the boogeyman, especially at the end of their career, unless they have no choice. He has choices. Everybody said the same about Sugar Ray. You should have fought Hagler, then your eye get fucked up and you retire. Now they saying you ducking, but the pride of the killer would not let that go. Even though you waited Hagler out, you still falling. I respect that. And you won. A legend. Did so much great shit in the sport of boxing, they still wanted him to fight Hagler. And he did that. So Tank, do that. Go on and give us the fight before you go into your 6-7 fight deal. That's a lot of fights before you get to Shakur, unless you're trying to get some tune-ups and fight a couple of southpaws before you get to him. I swear, man, you probably do need some tune-up. Like your fight fan said, you was on house arrest. But if it's in you, it's in you, right? Mr. No Tune-Up, Earl Spence, y'all loved that shit till he lost. Then now y'all talking about he should have took a fucking tune-up. Yeah, Devin Haney just got beat by Ryan Garcia viciously. And y'all was screaming for immediate rematch. Y'all was screaming for immediate rematch. And when Ryan Garcia said, no more, no rematch, fuck you. Get yourself together, take a break. Now the fight fans for Devin Haney are saying he needs to take a soft touch. Oh, but Sandor Martin is not a soft touch. Y'all, before the fight, y'all was like, man, after Ryan get beat by Devin Haney, he need to go on and fight Matias or motherfucking Whoop-de-Woo or Teofimo. But now you don't want him to fight Matias or Teofimo. You want him to fight Sandor Martin. Again, somebody that y'all was saying before the fight, man, he better not fight no Sandor Martin. Well, why fight him now when you wanted an immediate rematch with Ryan Garcia, a motherfucker that has power, speed, a left hook, and beat the shit out you? Somebody that Shakur will beat the shit out. I promise you Shakur beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia and Sandor Martin. No matter what weight you at, he'll come up from 135, brothers, and let you rehydrate up. Just make the weight. 143, okay, you said you can make 143. You couldn't make 140, let's fight at 143. Same with Floyd Mayweather. He waited Pacquiao out because shit, the motherfucker wouldn't take no drug test. Smart. You have to have smarts to be the best. Devin Haney didn't have the smarts. You let people out-trick you, but you made a bet. So you got to be happy with winning the bet or losing the bet. You won the bet. By you winning the bet, you should have known that you were duped and went into round one readjusting your game plan. So the only way to redeem yourself in my book and a lot of other people's book is for you to come back and not fight Sandor Martin, but continue your course. Just like if you won, since you say you got cheated and you still got the belts, you're still the champ. You need to go out there and say, hey, they say anything but let's fight. Sandor Martin, fuck him. Matias said, you pussy. Devin Haney, chicken. That's what he said. And Teofimo, they talking so much shit. But y'all ain't gonna motherfucking have the same pedigree as these real killers. The killers of the old. The men that will actually do you in real dirty, take your best shot, skills that you never seen, tricks of the trade that you've never seen, angles and punches and shots that you've never seen. They don't even do those punches and tricks of the trade no more. And you won't know about it because you don't like to read and study. You want to believe what you want to believe. But believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. And even when you see it, you better analyze Y'all go back and watch that Edwin De Los Santos fight and believe that that man was hurt. And look at the beautiful defense and not look at the negativity of a wounded soldier. And then imagine this brother with a healthy hand. And imagine what he said if he had De Los Santos in his camp. He'll be a great fighter and a beat Tank ass. Like, share, and subscribe. You know the vibe. The most shadow banned Negro on YouTube. I say the shit your favorite boxers say, the favorite YouTube channel say, and then they motherfucking switch it up and remix it on their channel and act like they said. And sometimes they hear me and love what I say and get on their channel because it's their favorite fighter and say what I say ain't right. I know you're listening. Gold teeth glistening. I meant what I said when I said what I said. I say it again like I said it then, because ain't no shame in my game. I do my thing from Frisco to Maine, from San Fran to Japan. Do you understand? It's all about the money game with me. Cash App Part Twice. PARTTWICE. Get my YouTube up to 1,000 to 1,000,000 subscribers. Hit my Cash App. PARTTWICE. If you want to hear shit like this, Ryan Garcia being groomed to be the face of boxing. Jerron Ennis is the boogeyman. And y'all niggas want Terrence Crawford to fight him. Y'all don't even want Terrence Crawford to get no money. He just beat Earl the Truth Spence for you. Somebody ain't nobody think what happened. Just like Ryan Garcia, Stone Cold Rockstar. Canelo about to fight, might have an upset alert. They grooming, they need another Mexican rock star. In the meantime, between time, Tank got strap season tattooed on the back of his neck. They sent the contract to Frank right over Shakur Stevenson's head. And even though that would have been a unification bout, they sent it to Frank, a man that ain't had number 2 12-round bouts, ain't fought a champion, ain't struggled with Arden. Yeah, man. Great fights coming, man. We gonna chill and vibe and watch out for the blackball. Because it ain't just with motherfucking Devin Haney. Because if the beef is real with Tank, nigga, the blackball can come over there and with a 5 attached to it. You better be careful with the hand that feeds you. How you gonna live in a man's house and then shit on his floor and walk out the door? Please, I don't give a fuck what I say. You can either love it or leave it. You shouldn't have signed the 6-7 fight deal with me, and you know what type of Negro I am. Y'all give Shakur Stevenson hell for signing with Top Rank. I wonder why y'all ain't giving Tank hell for going out and doing his own thing, being his own boss, and stop depending on the PBC, Al Heyman, Floyd, but you say it's about loyalty. Why you think Boots ain't go over there and motherfucking sign with goddamn the PBC? Why? There gotta be a reason. Them your peoples, ain't it? Why you go to the white boy? Cause he's showing more love. Ain't with the bullshit. Shout out to Jaleel Hackett. I wish you could have reached out to me, but you reached out to Fight Hype because you knew that's gonna get more views. But it don't matter, nigga. I'm glad you did that. Because we know there's some bullshit. Now you sounding nice talking about Floyd. Because you know you got to play nice. You smart. But Tank, man, you in your feelings and your emotional. You can't do that there. You got to be a player. Something that Bill Haney ain't showing if he is. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7. 7 fight deal. Who is on the 7 fight deal for Tank Davis? Murder. If you beefing with Floyd Money Mayweather, Oh, pobrecitos. You might have a 2004, 2025, 2026 murderers row. But damn if it'll be a hell of a murderers row if it started with Shakur versus Tank. Ugh. I'll let y'all know later.